All About Boats is proudly brought to you by Aussie Boat Loans. Real people, real results. Wayne Ritchie's, Australia's leading retailer of water sports equipment. Regal Marine, providing quality service and boats to the boating and leisure industry. Australian Integrated Marine, the marine electrical specialists. Fusion Entertainment, the marine entertainment standard. Nortec Marine, your one-stop shop. Core Lighting, Bundura Boat Upholstery, and Fluid Core Wakeboarding Towers and Accessories. Join us this week as we bring you the latest boat releases, handy boating tips, and lots of new and innovative boating accessories on the market. It's all aboard, above and below on All About Boats. Time to check out the latest boat releases in the Boatyard.
So what will $250,000 buy you in a boat? Well, maybe not. 2002 Riviera 37. Twin Cummins 330 horsepower, a great family boat. 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, enough room to fish with your mates, and small enough to handle by yourself. This boat is equipped with a bow thruster, which makes manoeuvring a breeze. It's got an electric anchor, of course. It's air conditioned. It's the new style of Riviera, so it's got the new window layout, so it looks like the rest of the models in the range up to, well, really up to about 2011. There's nothing like driving a boat from the bridge. You've got a commanding view of everything. You can see the front, you can see the back, you can see the guys fishing. You've got the controls at your fingertips. As I said before, we've got a bow thruster, so if the front gets out of shape, just a little tap on that and it brings it into line. This boat's equipped with GPS, fish finder, and all the navigational tools you need. This boat would be great for a young family or a couple of guys who love their fishing and wanted to go that little bit further offshore, maybe out through the heads. If you're keen to get into boating like this, I suggest go down to your local boat dealership, your local marina, or go to any of the boat shows. They'll be very helpful. You'll be surprised how easy it is to manoeuvre and live with a boat of this size.
All right, now, every good boat needs a good sound system to keep you and your guests entertained, maybe a spot of fishing or some water skiing, you know what I'm talking about. Now, I have Ben from Fusion Entertainment with me today. Ben is going to be fitting a Fusion Entertainment system to our pride and joy, the Pimp Your Boat Bayliner. So Ben, tell me about the system you're going to fit for us today.
Yeah, so we've gone for a top-of-the-line system. It's a multi-zone system. The Bayliner is quite a big boat, so we've gone for numerous speakers and so forth. We're really supplying a lot of power. We've gone for a lot of wow factor. We're really trying to impress.
All right, now let's look at the head unit first, because there's a lot of different choices. Sure. What do you recommend in this instance?
So with this particular Bayliner, we've fitted the MSU D650, which is from our latest range of products. It's a multi-zone system, so with this particular product you have 3 independent volume zones that you can set up, so you can create different listening environments in different areas of the boat. It has a unidock built into it. A unidock is a docking station for a portable media device. You can sit your device in the unidock, lock it away, keep it safe and dry, which is important. You have the unit on charge as well, and now the head unit's got access to the music you've got stored on that device. Through its intuitive menu system, you can go through different playlists that you've set up. It's got Bluetooth streaming capabilities. You can also download an app for your phone to turn your phone into a wireless remote, which will utilise that same Bluetooth stream. It's got Pandora compatibility, so the thumbs up and thumbs down system with Pandora. It's also got 2 USB ports. It's got an optically bonded screen. It's a bigger screen than in the past. It's bonded, so it's going to drastically reduce the chance of it fogging up. It's got a 4-channel built-in D-class amplifier, so it's the highest quality amplifier. It's 360 degrees IPX5 water resistant, and because of that we stamp it as a true marine product and back it up with a 3-year warranty.
Fantastic. All right, now you mentioned water resistant there.
Yes.
So what's the difference between water resistant and weatherproof? Is there a difference?
Yeah, sure. So to say a product is water resistant, so with our products it's IPX5 water resistant. So it can take on water. So if a rogue wave comes over or you want to clean your boat down and hose down the system, it will handle that. That's fine. Whereas to say something is waterproof, really it's just protected against some salt fog, perhaps it's UV stable, so sunlight's not going to affect it or so forth. So it hasn't gone to quite the same extreme.
I know that this system comes with a remote.
Yes.
Why is a remote important?
Remotes are great for convenience and for safety. Convenient-wise, obviously, when you're thinking about the positioning of a remote, most times you're probably going to put it away from where you've got the head unit. So I know with a lot of ski boat manufacturers, they put it down on the transom. So if you're down there, you don't want to go trundling up the boat, back to the helm. There's probably skis and life jackets on the ground and so forth. You can just turn the volume up and down or skip to the next track or whatnot. It's also a great safety feature, again using the same example as a ski boat. You've got a skier out back, you've got the driver concentrating on driving the boat, which is what they need to be doing. And if the skier or wakeboarder is trying to communicate something to the boat, one of the other passengers can just quickly turn the volume down or press mute and get communication happening.
All right. Now, today we're going to add a subwoofer to the installation. Just tell us a little bit about why you might want to add a subwoofer.
Yeah, certainly. So adding a subwoofer really, it's there to represent as accurately as possible the bottom end of a track. It's the hardest part of the audio spectrum to reproduce. It takes a lot of power to produce bass. It takes, in, as a general rule of thumb, a larger surface area on the cone. So that's what a subwoofer is for. It's going to paint the most accurate picture of the song you're listening to. It's going to give you that bass. So yeah, you can have a bit of time out on the water. Everybody loves bass, so yeah, have good fun out in the water with it.
All right, so that's your subwoofer, and of course it also depends on your speakers.
Yep.
So what speakers are we going to use here for the Bayliner?
Yeah, sure. So we've got a pair of 4-inch speakers. They're 120 watt, and then we've also got 6-inch speakers in the boat and 6-inch speakers in the tower. They're 200 watt speakers. Both the 6-inch and the 4-inch speakers are from our True Marine range of products. So that means they're IP65 ingress protection rated against dust and water. They're made of a polypropylene composite. It's called Curve material. It's engineered and sourced from Germany, and it's a coaxial speaker, so it has a separate tweeter, which is made out of titanium. So across the frequency spectrum, you've got good representation of the sound.
Now, what about an amp? Is there a separate amp for this system?
Yeah, there is, absolutely. So the internal amps on the Fusion head units can be run at 2 ohm stable, so you can technically connect 2 speakers to 1 channel, which is great if you want to have a lot of speakers and you're trying to save yourself a little bit of money, but obviously the power drops to each of those speakers. So you really need to take into consideration what you want out of the system. So with this particular system, we want the most out of it. We want to supply sufficient power. Plus we've got a subwoofer which draws a lot of power. So we've gone with 2 5-channel amplifiers to really give it the most.
All right, now if people want a demo of this product, how do they go about organising it?
We do have videos online that they can go to and have a look at if they so choose, or even better yet, probably visit our website, which is fusionentertainment.com. And there's a where to buy section, and it will tell them where their nearest dealer is, so to speak, and they can pay them a visit, and I'm sure they'd be glad to help them out.
Fantastic, thanks Ben, and of course people can jump on our website to be directed to yours at allaboutboats.tv. Thank you very much for your time.
Thanks for having me.
Today we're with Sydney Luxury Charters aboard their wonderful vessel, the Yakatoon, which is based here in Sydney Harbour. With me today, I have Greg. How are you, Greg?
Oh, fantastic.
Tell us some more about this vessel.
Well, Yakatoon's primarily a game fishing boat, but it's also luxuriously built to cater for entertaining customers. We've got ample room on the boat, inside and out. We've got a diving platform off the back for people to go for a swim, a couple of showers so they can rinse off. We've got a fantastic sound system if you want to party, and we'll crank it up. And also a full galley. We've got leather lounge, carpet. It's really a really luxurious boat. In the harbour, we're allowed to take 35. Outside fishing on the reefs, we take 12. To do game fishing, it's usually comfortable for 5 or 6 at the most.
So what sights will we expect to see today on our travels?
Well, it just depends on what the customer wants, really, and what the weather's doing. For today, it's fairly windy, so here we are in a nice sheltered position having lunch. But otherwise, we'll ask the customers what they want and we'll cater for their needs, whether they want to go up through the harbour, underneath the bridge, have a look at the Opera House around Cockatoo Island, or over to Manly. We can go anywhere they want.
So tell us more about the catering on board.
Well, the catering, we can supply whatever the customer needs. If they want to bring their own food and beverage, fine. Or we can supply them with food. In the case of today, we can take them over to Watson's Bay and pick up fresh seafood from Doyle's restaurant.
So tell us the different types of fishing charters you have.
We've got 3 different types of fishing charters. We can do inshore, in the harbour fishing, which means that we don't go out through the heads and we're targeting smaller fish. Or we've got reef fishing, where we go fishing outside the heads and we're targeting bigger fish like kingfish, snapper, flathead. Or we can go outside game fishing and look for marlin, tuna, sailfish or dolphin fish.
And I caught my first fish today.
Yeah, how amazing is that, eh?
It was amazing.
We go out of our way to teach everyone that can't fish or have never caught a fish before.
Thank you.
And, you know, we can't guarantee you catch a fish, but we try as hard as we can.
So Greg, what are the advantages of choosing Sydney Luxury Charters?
Besides the crew,
Besides the crew.
when you come on board Yakatoon, it's basically your boat.
Tell us more about the corporate functions.
We've had many corporate functions on board. It's great for team building. Everyone comes out, and without that office environment, we'll give them a couple of rods. Some will fish, others will talk, and walk off the boat and have a really good day together.
Now, for more information or just to book your next Sydney Luxury Charter adventure, visit the website.
Alrighty, I've been looking forward to this. Today we are going to install the Fusion Entertainment System on the Bayliner. It's Pimp Your Boat, part of All About Boats. And we thought we'd bring it to a one-stop shop, Nortec Marine here at Braeside in Victoria. And with me is Michael. He's going to guide us through the installation process. G'day, Michael.
Hi, Adam.
So to begin with, is it important to use a marine electrical expert to install your system, or can you do it yourself?
For sure, Adam. We don't discourage people from installing the gear themselves. Half the fun in owning a boat is putting the bits and pieces on the boat and wiring up and having some fun and looking after your baby, essentially. But when you get to more complicated systems like the one that we have here on the Bayliner, it's probably best to get some advice or get a professional installer to do it for you.
All right, now with a lot of smaller boats, there's obviously no cabin area to contain the sound. So what do you need to consider for a smaller boat when you're looking at a sound system?
For sure. For the smaller boat, you need to have enough sound because there's no cabin spacing to enclose the sound. That's going to give everyone plenty of noise and clarity at the same time. The way to do that is have the right amount of speakers in the right place on the boat. For our Bayliner here, we've got a water skiing boat, so we've got a lot of power on the tower shooting back to the skier to give them plenty of inspiration, really amplify their enjoyment on the water. But we've got zoning, so we can then use the music at a lower tone at the bow, so you get kids and so forth up the front. They don't have to have their ears belting out with sound. They can relax and enjoy nice music coming out of the speakers.
Fantastic. Now, we're all on a budget, so when it comes to choosing a sound system for your boat, you might be tempted to go with a simple car system, mightn't you? Why is that not a good idea?
Yeah, we often get this question, and we see a lot of boats come through here that someone's thought, well, we'll save a few pennies and we'll put a car system in there. These systems that you purchase for cars, they're not designed to deal with the vibration of banging through the waves. They're not designed to deal with the water alone, and the salt on top of that just really destroys them. So they'll work fine for the first 3 or 4 months. Then they'll start corroding up, the elements inside them start breaking down, and you've really got to rebuy the whole unit again to get back to where you were. So a marine system will give you so much more life. The Fusion gear comes with at least 2 years warranty on it.
Okay, now what electrical requirements do you have to consider when you're choosing a sound system for your boat?
For sure, you've definitely got to have enough power to run it, that's for sure. Often boats come in here and they're running off one battery, and they'll have the gear going for half an hour or so, battery's flat, and they can't start their engine and they're stuck in the middle of the bay.
Not good.
Not good. So we recommend, like we've done with this boat here, a dual battery system. That allows us to have one dedicated battery to start the engine, no matter what, and the other batteries for all your toys, gadgets and electronics and music to run it as long as you like. You don't have to worry about not getting home.
Fantastic. All right, now when it comes to the installation of the system, where's the best place for the head unit?
Right. Traditionally, it was right there in front of the skipper. Ultimately, he is in control of the boat. He needs to give off instructions as required. Fusion are great. They've put out a remote control system for their stereos, so that you can have a small remote control on the dash. On a sporty boat like this, there's not a lot of dash space, so we put a little remote control on the dash so the skipper can do everything he needs to from there. And the main head unit's tucked inside a glove box, out of the way, so it's not going to take any space up for anything else.
So what's special about the wiring that you use for marine installations like this?
It's a good question because many people think cable is cable and it's not. We used only tin cable. Tin cable is copper cable that it's been tinned with a silver coating on the outside of it, which prevents corrosion. Many of the people use just plain copper coating on the boat. It'll corrode up really soon, it'll then break, and then everyone's a bit sad in the water when there's no music playing.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, now, Nortec Marine, I know you guys do a whole lot here. There's a lot going on other than just sound system installations. Tell us about the other stuff you do.
For sure. We see ourselves as a one-stop shop. One of the biggest things in owning a boat is the maintenance needs to be easy, keep you guys on the water the best that we can. So what we do is offer mechanical, electrical and fiberglass here. Bring your boat in, we can service your engine, we can do your gel coat repairs and give you the most amazing electronic system at the same time.
Fantastic, so it really is a one-stop shop.
Absolutely.
Now, if people want more information, where do they go?
Go to www.nortec.com.au or just look at us online.
It's time for some fun on the water as we talk all about water sports.
Today on All About Boats, it's time to talk about some fun accessories for you to take out on the water. This is a Raptor Easy Ski. This is a good way to teach little kids how to ski. It gets their feet position right and teaches them how to hold a handle properly while you tow them from this point. So this is the Easy Wake. This is just like the Easy Ski, but it's a good way to teach your kids how to wakeboard. They just stand on it horizontally like a wakeboard with their handle. Again, you tow from this point. It also has a removable bodyboard in it. Another good accessory to have out on the water is a GoPro. These are really good, high quality cameras. They're waterproof, they're shockproof. They go well on your board and you can get some awesome angles with it. This GoPro has a Wi-Fi remote. So if you're out riding, someone from in the boat can press record for you. So something you're gonna need if you're using your GoPro out on the water is a floaty back door. This is basically just a little orange float that attaches to the back door of your GoPro and makes sure that it doesn't sink to the bottom of the lake. So this is the GoPro surfboard mount. This is really good to attach your GoPro to your wakeboard or wake surf, kneeboard. It's really, really strong. It's made for surfing, so it's never gonna pop off your board. And it's really good to get awesome angles on your wakeboard. This is the GoPro Sportsman mount. It's really good for your fishing rod. It's made to go on your fishing rod. Just makes a really good angle whilst fishing on your GoPro. So out on the water, you're gonna need a good pair of sunnies. A good pair of polarized sunnies is good for the water because it reduces the glare on the water. A lot of these sunnies have a good UV rating as well, so they're really good protection for your eyes. So here at Wayne Ritchie's, there's a wide variety of styles, colors, and lenses to choose from. For more information on accessories, visit our website or come and see us in the store.
All right, time to pimp your boat. And with me, I have Adam from Bundura Boat Upholstery. G'day, Adam.
G'day.
All right, now this week we are talking speaker pods from Fluid Core. And if you really want to dress your boat to impress, I believe you've got something special for us.
These are great. These are the double bullet speakers from Fluid Core. They're a fantastic unit. They look great. They've got fusion speakers in, so they've got a 200 watt speaker in each pod. So 4 pods gives you 800 watts worth of speaker sound, which is fantastic. They've got blind wiring. They're a polished bracket, so they clamp on and they match the Fluid Core parts perfectly.
Now, what about installation? Can you wire it into your existing sound system?
Yes, you can. So I'd prefer if you used an auto electrician, especially in a marine one, if you're not 100% sure on how you're doing it. Basically, you put them together, run the wiring, which is a blind wiring system, so it goes up through the middle of the bracket, into the tower, down into the tube of the tower, and out into the boat, and then into your existing wiring. So that's why a marine auto electrician is probably the best way to go. Okay, so we're out the back and we're about to fit the speakers to the tower that we're just about to install on the Pimp Our Boat. The best thing about Fluid Core is the way that they're packaged is it's really good, bubble wrapped and secured really neatly. So once you open all the packaging, as you can see, they're all quality parts, aluminium, outer casing, which is really good for salt water and also fresh water. We also have the billet parts that are made with all the fixings and thread holes already pre-cut and ready to go. So the pieces go together really easily. And as you can see, fluid core there, looks really good. So if you order your speakers with the tower, the good thing is we can pre-wire your speakers into your tower, run the wires down, ready to go, plug it into your amp and your subby and off you go.
All right, now here's a fantastic solution for lighting up the interior of your boat. It's a boat light kit from Core Lighting. Each little module contains 6 LEDs that can switch between the colours blue or white. They come in a continuous length from 4 metres up to 12 metres. Now the great thing is you can cut or extend the length very easily, which means that one length is great for a multitude of applications. What's great about these lights is they provide great light on the floor area so you can see what you're doing. These fully waterproof lights are bright without blinding you with direct light and ruining your night vision. Now the kit also comes with a wireless controller which allows you to dim the lights or turn them on and off from up to 40 metres away. Now with me today is Steve from Australian Integrated Marine, who'll be fitting the Boat Light kit. Now the Boat Light kit is a DIY kit and it does come with instructions, but if you're not too confident or you're a little bit time poor, like me, you might want to use a certified marine electrician like Steve to make sure that your LED lights are fitted correctly. So Steve, are there any requirements that your boat will need to adequately run LED lights?
Well, Adam, even though the LED lighting strips are low voltage and they're actually low wattage, you're going to make sure that you've got enough battery power, of course, to run them. You don't want to get a flat battery out there and you can't get yourself home. You need adequate fusing for the safety of the strip itself. And I also, on our installations, fuse positive and negative, just purely, again for safety.
So if you are doing DIY installation, what do you recommend for DIY installers?
Well, the two main things that we look at is the cable runs and the connections. So make sure that the cables are neat and tidy, out of the way and away from mechanical damage, and all the connections and terminations are waterproof.
All right, good advice there. And of course, LED lighting is a simple, easy way to add style to your boat. If you'd like more details, jump online, allaboutboats.tv. Thanks, Steve.
Thanks, Sam.
How you going, guys? This is Mick from Bundoora Boat Upholstery here, just to show you a few little things that we've done to the exterior and the interior of this bayliner. What we've noticed on this bayliner here was the cover was looking a little bit tired. So what we decided to do was replace the bow cover, replace the travel cover, replace all the press studs, all to stainless, all the ones underneath the body and everything as well. The product that we used here is a Sunbrella product. It's a fully breathable product so you don't get any mould or anything over the winter. Here's another good use for the acrylic that we use here. It actually creates a good windbreak.
Okay, here's a couple of tips to keep your rear boarding platform, if it's fiberglass. Keep it nice and safe for when you're using it on the water. Normally it gets wet and slippery, so sometimes it can be a bit dangerous. There's a couple of things we use. You can use your normal marine carpet, which sticks onto the existing fiberglass really well. It doesn't hold moisture or smell or rot or anything like that, but it makes it a little bit softer and a little bit more grip. Or we also have the new Tread Deck, which is fantastic. So that's self-adhesive. It sticks onto the platform of the boat really well. It's nice and soft, UV stabilised, and it just makes your time on the water a lot safer.
If your boat's looking a little bit shabby and a little bit worn out, a little bit tired, what you can do is have a look at some of the cleaners and conditioners and speed gloss that we have. The vinyl clean here is good to actually bring back and clean your vinyl. The actual vinyl conditioner actually acts like a moisturiser, so it actually keeps the vinyl nice and soft and moist through the summertime. Then what we do, we move across to, like, if the gel coat of your body is a little bit worn out, we've got a few of these products here which actually just bring it back nice and shiny. Like I said, there's an extreme one that you can actually use to cut right back and get all that grime straight off. And then, like I said, once you've done that, you can go to a crystal cut polish if you want, a little bit lighter, bring it back. And then just to keep it rejuvenated over the process of the year, you just want to put your speed gloss on just to keep it nice and smooth and repel all the watermarks off.
So here's a good tip for the interior of your boat. A new clip-in carpet that we use. It's fantastic. It has an Aqualock backing, so it stops water penetrating through to the original carpet that's in the boat. It's nice and safe. It's easily removable, and you can hang it up to dry at the end of the day when the interior and your carpet of the boat's all wet, and then you put it back in and it's nice and dry and ready to go. Another good thing about the carpet is if you don't have existing carpet in your boat, it's great to put in, so it makes it nice and comfortable when you're out on the water. And then when you're fishing or doing something where there's going to be blood and mess spilt, you can remove it easily and then basically put it back in when you're finished.
If you want to check out any more of our work that we do around here at Bundoora Boat Upholstery, just check out our Facebook page or jump onto our website.
Thinking about buying a boat and need finance? Here are some valuable tips from the experts at Aussie Boat Loans on how to choose the loan product that's best for your needs. The first step is deciding whether to buy or lease. If you buy, then the boat belongs to you at the end of the finance agreement. If you lease, you have to hand the boat back. But this may be more cost effective if you're using the boat for a mix of business and private purposes. If you buy, look for a loan product that allows you to pay back more than the minimum repayment each month. This could save you a lot of interest. If you want to minimise your monthly repayments, look for a loan product that offers a balloon payment at the end of the agreement. For more tips and advice, contact Aussie Boat Loans. Real people, real results. Call 1300 769 999 or visit the website. Well, that's all for another week of All About Boats. For more information on boating, simply visit our website at allaboutboats.tv or check out our Facebook page.